Hey, Casey!
Janine! I've been thinking about you all day. I can't believe you're finally my girlfriend.
Me too. It feels like it's been a long time coming.
It sure has. Gosh, I liked you the second you stepped foot in the office. I remember being so afraid to ask if you wanted to go on a date with me. Now look at us. I can actually call you my girlfriend.
I know, I want to shout it from the rooftops.
It sucks we have to keep it a secret for the time being.
But Ro is a strict boss. She's always prohibited workplace romances, as she likes to call them. I swear, it's just so she can continue to flirt with all her male employees. If she can't have them, no one can.
We just have to keep our relationship private for a while is all. That's easy enough to do. Just no public displays of affection in the workplace.
I'm not sure that's going to be that easy for me. I can't take my hands off you at the moment.
You keep those hands to yourself at work, Janine. I'm a busy guy these days. I have so much work to do for our new clients. So many meetings. You're lucky you work in HR.
Even more unlucky for you that you have to work with Ro day in and day out. I would definitely quit my job if I had to work with her all the time.
She's not so bad. She's funny.
Funny? That's the first time I've heard Ro described as funny. The irony is that it's funny that you think she's funny.
She's got a dry sense of humor. You wouldn't know if you never spent time with her.
I don't think I want to find out. Hey, so on this upcoming business trip the company has planned, do you think we could be sneaky and share a room?
Sneaky?
Yeah. Sneaky. We could share a room in the hotel.
I don't know, Janine. That sounds risky if you ask me.
It'll be fun!
I mean, I'm still going to sneak into your room, but I think if we shared a room together, then some eyebrows might start being raised. And that's the last thing we want on a team-building trip.
God. You sound like you're the one organizing this trip.
Well, I just don't want us getting into any trouble is all.
We're going to have to announce that we're together eventually, Casey.
But not yet. We have to be tactful about this. Cover our backs, etc.
Okay. I just don't know how much longer I can keep it a secret. Can I at least tell Lucy? She's my best friend at work.
No! Let's keep it just between us for now, and then in a month or so we can figure out a way to break the news to everyone. If you tell Lucy now, then the rumor mill is just going to go into overdrive, and the next thing you know, we'll both be called into Ro's office.
Okay. Jeez. Romance really is dead these days.
Hey, if it's any consolation, isn't it kind of fun keeping it a secret? I've always wanted to have an illicit workplace romance. It's kind of naughty, don't you think?
Whatever you say, Casey. See you tomorrow?
Yeah, I can't tomorrow. I'm away for the day in Tulsa, of all places. Just don't go telling the whole office about us when I'm away, okay?
Fine. Have fun in Tulsa, secret boyfriend.
See you soon, Janine.
Hello, Janine. Ro? Wow, what an honor. The boss never usually texts me. Well, it's your lucky day. Everything's fine. I just wanted to give you a heads up regarding the team-building trip the office has planned for next week. Oh, yes. I'm very excited about the trip, Ro. The whole office is excited by the sound of it. I am too. However, there's a small hitch, and could you help me fix it? What is it? How can I help? Well, you see, Janine, nothing gets past me in the office. I've been head of this company for a long time now, and we have a few rules that we all follow. Following these rules makes everyone's lives easier, including my own. It's easier to manage people who stick to the rules, even if a rule is as simple as keeping your desk tidy. Oh, no, I didn't have time to tidy my desk earlier. I'm sorry if it's untidy. I'm not talking about your desk, Janine. What are you talking about then? I'm talking about Casey. Huh? What about Casey? I think you know what I mean. No, I don't. I'm sorry. A little bird in the office has told me that you're dating. Is this true? I'd like to know if it's true because I will have to discipline whoever told me this piece of information if it isn't true. Furthermore, if it is true and it comes to light later, then you will be disciplined. It's true. I'm sorry, Ro, we were going to tell you. We wanted to make an announcement to the office, but we weren't sure it was the right time. I want to make one thing clear, Janine. There's never going to be a right time for a workplace romance. We run a professional business here, and as such, we don't allow our staff to engage in these types of relationships. It interferes with workflow. We chase contracts, Janine. We don't chase after our colleagues. What are you saying, Ro? That Casey and that we break up? I don't know how we are going to proceed, but in short, whilst you and Casey are dating, I will have to find a position in another department. What? I'm being transferred? Well, temporarily, yes. Until we can find a solution to this new problem we have. It's not a problem, Ro. Casey and me, we're in love. That doesn't sound like a problem for you, or Casey for that matter, but it is a problem for this company. I run this company, and so I am tasked with assessing the company's problems and finding solutions. Am I still coming on the trip? No, Janine. You are not. Your access has been revoked, effective immediately. The trip is for people who currently work in this department. I'll be talking to HR about this. You work at HR, Janine. Maybe you can figure this one out for yourself. Hey, Lucy. Janine! How are you getting on? I miss you. Are you making friends in your new department? I was getting worried about you. I haven't heard from you since you were transferred. I miss you too. It's such a shame this has happened. I'm sorry I've been quiet. I've been trying to figure things out. I'm talking to a lawyer at the moment. Trying to see if what Ro has done is entirely legal. I know. Ro is difficult. Thank God she hasn't been in the office for the week. Huh? Yeah, she's been away. I know she has, but I thought you all had. Your whole office. Casey's been gone for the week too. Yeah, Casey hasn't been here either now you mention it. But I just assumed they both left to meet these potential new clients. But what about the trip? What trip? The trip. The team building trip. Everyone in the office was excited about it. Long Island? Oh, God. That trip was canceled, Janine. It was canceled? But I've been texting Casey all week about it. He said you were there. No. I haven't left town. I certainly haven't been to Long Island. Not since I was a little girl, anyway. Oh my God. I think Casey might be lying to you, honey. You guys are a thing, right? Yeah, I thought you knew already. To be honest, I thought it was you who told Ro about us. I didn't tell Ro about you and Casey. Heck, I didn't even know you two were a thing until they told me you'd been transferred because of it. This doesn't make any sense. Why would Casey lie to me about the trip? And how did Ro know about me and Casey? I don't know, Janine, but if I were you, the first person I'd ask would be Casey. He's clearly been hiding a few things from you. Okay, thank you, Lucy. Let's get coffee over the weekend, okay? Yes, please! Hey, Casey, how's Long Island?
Still the same as it was this morning.
That's funny, because I was talking to Lucy earlier, and she told me that the team building trip was canceled. Care to explain that to me? Where are you really, Casey? And what are you up to? I'm not going to lie to you. This is not a good start into our relationship.
Oh, shucks. Listen, Janine, I didn't want you to find out like this. Heck, I don't know why I lied.
What are you lying about?
The business trip was canceled.
Tell me something I don't know, Casey.
I didn't know until I got to Long Island, but she had planned on meeting some investors here and she decided to change our operation.
Okay, why didn't you just tell me that? Why did you lie to me and say you were there with Lucy and everyone from the office?
Because Because Ro told me not to.
Why?
Because... and I could get fired for telling you this. Because she's in love with me.
What?
Yeah, she told me she was in love with me and she wanted me to have a week in Long Island with her.
But I don't understand. Do you and Ro have a thing going on?
We used to. I thought I could get away with not telling you. I mean, I was going to tell you eventually, but I didn't want to scare you away.
But do you and Ro have a thing?
No, I told her that I was dating you, and she didn't take it well. In fact, she took it so badly that she transferred you. And then she canceled the trip and ambushed me here in the hope that I'd reconsider my relationship with you and stay with her.
Stay with her?
Yeah. Ro and I had been secretly dating for a few months before you joined the team. But like us, we had to keep it a secret. Ro has her rules. You know what I'm talking about.
This is crazy, but you've been in Long Island with her for a week, Casey. It still doesn't add up. Why are you still there with her?
I'm not. The investors are here. I didn't make that up. It's very awkward. We have to see each other every day. She won't even look me in the eye.
Why not?
Because I told her that I wasn't interested in a romance with her anymore. That you were my girlfriend now. And then she told me that if I told you that the trip had been canceled, she'd fire both of us.
This is crazy!
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. I can't wait for it all to be over. I want to fly home now, but there's still one more dinner to attend. I hate this job.
Why don't we both quit then? Find a new job.
I can't. I need this job. My mom is on welfare. I want to help her buy her own house.
Okay. Well, I've got a plan. And I think if I pull this off, I'll be back in the office. And Ro will be just fine about us having a workplace romance, as she likes to call it.
What's your plan?
Well, would you be okay with me exposing your relationship with Ro?
I don't think so, Janine. She said she'd fire me.
She won't. Leave it with me.
Okay. If you say so, Janine, but please, be careful.
Hey, Ro. Janine, why are you messaging me? Have you thought about the ultimatum I offered you? Yes, and I'd like to kindly reject the opportunity to return to the office under the conditions of your offer. I don't want to break up with Casey. I want to give Casey and my relationship a go. That's a shame, Janine. You'll be missed around the office. Well, actually, I was thinking about returning to my position in the department. My former position. I'm afraid that won't be possible, Janine. Not while you and Casey are dating, anyway. No? Are you sure? Funny. I would have thought that for someone who is so keen to stick to her own rules, you're quite the rule breaker. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm talking about you. And Casey. You were in a secret relationship, were you not? Before I joined the team? Thought you could keep that one a secret, did you? How did you find out? Did Casey tell you? No, he didn't have to. A little bird in the office did. They will remain nameless. But if I need proof, it shouldn't be too hard to get. I'm sure Casey will be able to find some pretty incriminating old messages from you if he needs to. What do you want, Janine? I want to be reinstated in my former position in the office. Effective immediately. And I also want a pay raise. A pay raise? You heard correctly. I'm one of your best employees, and I expect to be paid fairly. Fine. Oh, and another thing. This rule you have, the one you were so keen to break yourself, well, that's not a rule anymore. Because if it is, and Casey and I aren't allowed to date in your office, you'll have a big lawsuit coming your way. And you won't be able to win it either. You think you're so clever, don't you, Janine? Well, I'm not stupid, and I think I deserve a little more respect from you, Ro. Don't hate me because I'm with Casey. It didn't work out for you two, but there's no need to punish us because of it. I can really help this department, but I need you to trust me. And in return, I'll trust you. Let's put this all in the past and get on with our jobs now. Okay? Fine. I'm Sorry this happened, Janine. It was unprofessional of me. And I do respect you. You've been a fine employee ever since you joined. I think that's what made it harder seeing you and Casey together. It's okay. I forgive you. Okay. Well, I guess you can return to the office on Monday. But, Janine. Yeah? I still have one rule. What's that? The desk. It needs to be tidier. Keep on top of it. Okay. Sure thing, boss. Take care. See you on Monday, Ro. It's going to be good to be back. See you on Monday. Walking back into the office on that Monday was one of the best days of my life. My working relationship with Ro got a lot better after I stood up to her. I think she respected me more, and I started to become friends with her. I even started to see what Casey had been talking about. She was, dare I say it, even funny when she wanted to be.